See how the cast of Born on the 4th of July has changed from their iconic youth to present-day looks. Some of these transformations are fascinating and completely unrecognizable. You have to see it. Tom Cruise earned his first Oscar nomination portraying the paralyzed veteran Ron Kovic, proving he was more than just a pretty face. Known for performing death-defying stunts himself, he notoriously broke his ankle jumping between buildings for Mission Impossible: Fallout. Today, the box office titan remains Hollywood's adrenaline junkie, still hanging off airplanes and riding motorcycles off cliffs. Willem Dafoe played the cynical veteran Charlie with intense grit before becoming the Green Goblin for a new generation. Famous for his expressive face and doing 90% of his own stunts in Spider-Man, he splits his time between New York and Rome. Dafoe continues delivering unnerving performances in films like The Lighthouse and Poor Things. Kyra Sedgwick played Ron's high school sweetheart Donna before dominating television as Deputy Chief Brenda Lee Johnson in The Closer. She and husband Kevin Bacon famously lost a massive portion of their savings in Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme, but bounced back stronger. Currently, she directs episodes for hit series like The Summer I Turned Pretty. Raymond J. Barry embodied the patriotic father figure, a role that cemented his typecast as stern, unyielding authority figures. A former college football player and playwright, he later terrified audiences as the villainous Arlo Givens in Justified. Now, he remains active in indie films and theater, painting abstract art in his Los Angeles studio. Caroline Kava delivered a chilling performance as Ron's devout Catholic mother who equates the Vietnam War with God's will. While she appeared in Little Little and The X-Files, her focus shifted heavily toward writing and directing for the stage. She has largely stepped away from the Hollywood limelight, living a quiet life away from major studio productions. Tom Berenger made a memorable cameo as the recruiting sergeant, channeling the intensity that won him a Golden Globe for Platoon. Once the ultimate tough guy of the 80s, he anchored the long-running Sniper franchise for decades. Today, he takes on grizzled mentor roles in westerns and action films, maintaining that signature gravelly voice. Frank Whaley played the injured veteran Timmy, though he is best known as the guy Samuel L. Jackson executes in Pulp Fiction. He transitioned behind the camera to direct films like Joe the King and appeared in Luke Cage. Currently, he balances character acting with writing, often posting slices of family life on social media. Jerry Levine brought energy as Steve Boyer, capitalizing on his fame as the iconic Styles from the cult classic Teen Wolf. He eventually swapped acting for the director's chair, helming episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Elementary. Levine now works primarily as a highly sought-after television director and executive producer for CBS. Stephen Baldwin played a vet alongside Cruise before finding cult fame as the impulsive McManus in The Usual Suspects. His career took a turn toward reality TV and religious activism after a born-again experience following the 9/11 attacks. The father of model Hailey Bieber, he now focuses on faith-based films and producing conservative media content. Tom Sizemore had a small role here before exploding into stardom with Heat and Saving Private Ryan. His career was tragically derailed by severe substance abuse issues, domestic violence convictions, and a stint on celebrity rehab. He continued working in low-budget films until suffering a brain aneurysm, passing away in 2023. Lily Taylor played the protest organizer Jamie Wilson, kicking off a career defined by intense indie roles and The Conjuring. Known for her distinct voice and appearing in 6 Feet Under, she remains a critical darling. She currently stars in Outer Range, bringing grounded emotion to sci-fi westerns while engaging in birdwatching activism. Holly Marie Combs had a blink and you miss it role before becoming a 90s icon as Piper Halliwell in Charmed. She later sparked headlines for candidly discussing behind-the-scenes tensions with co-star Shannon Doherty on their Rewatch podcast. Today, she is a convention favorite and continues to navigate the complex legacy of her supernatural hit series. John C. McGinley appeared briefly at the convention, years before immortalizing the sarcastic Dr. Cox in Scrubs. While known for playing intense authority figures, his real passion is advocating for the National Down Syndrome Society, inspired by his son, Max. He currently balances voice acting work with recurring roles in police procedurals. William Baldwin played a soldier in Vietnam, shortly before becoming a 90s heartthrob in Backdraft and Sliver. Overshadowed at times by his brother Alec's fame, he maintained a steady career in television dramas like Gossip Girl. He now stars in streaming thrillers and frequently champions charitable causes alongside his famous siblings. Vivica A. Fox had a tiny, uncredited role as a sex worker years before kicking aliens in Independence Day. She famously feuded with ex-boyfriend 50 Cent in the tabloids and reinvented herself as a producer and host. Currently, she runs a hair business and stars in a massive number of Lifetime movies annually. James LeGros started as a soldier here and later robbed banks with Patrick Swayze in the cult hit Point Break. He built a reputation as a reliable character actor, avoiding major scandals to focus on craft in films like Living in Oblivion. He recently appeared in The Acolyte, continuing his steady streak. William Mapothier, who is actually Tom Cruise's first cousin, made his film debut in this production. He stepped out of his cousin's shadow by playing the terrifying villain Ethan Raume in the hit series Lost. He now specializes in playing unsettled characters in horror films and co-founded a platform for financing independent movies. Jake Weber played Donna's boyfriend, marking his first on-screen role before battling zombies in the Dawn of the Dead remake. He became a familiar face on Medium for 7 seasons, playing the supportive husband. Weber remains active today, recently taking on darker, grittier roles in thrillers like Mid-Century and Thene. Anne Bobby played Ron's sister Suzanne before gaining cult status as the heroine in Clive Barker's Nightbreed. She found unexpected fame in the gaming world, voicing the geneticist Brigid Tenenbaum in the massive hit BioShock. She now focuses on cabaret singing and theater, occasionally appearing at horror conventions to meet fans.